Hi, my name is Ameera.
Hi, my name is Daryl.
Hi, my name is Lemian.
Hi, my name is Abdulaziz Yadi.
What is digital divide? A digital divide is an economic and social inequality with regard to access to, use of, or impact of information and communication technologies (ICT). The technologies include telephone, televisions, and also internet. The divide within countries, such as the digital divide in the United States, may refer to inequalities between individuals, households, businesses, or geographic areas, usually at different socio-economic levels or other demographic categories. The divide between differing countries or regions of the world is referred to as the global digital divide, as meaning this technological gap between developing and developed countries on an international scale. Well, before the late 20th century, digital divide referred chiefly to the division between those with and without telephone access. After the late 1990s, the term began to be used mainly to describe the split between those with and without internet access, particularly broadband.
Three types of digital divide. There are numerous types of the digital divide that influence our effort in accessing the internet. Some of the vivid gaps in digital inequalities include: Number 1. Gender divide. According to a 2013 report, the internet gender gap is striking, especially in developing countries. Through mobile connectivity is spreading drastically, it is not spreading equally. Women are still lagging. Men in low-income countries are 90% more likely to own a mobile phone than women. This translates to 184 million women who lack access to mobile connectivity.
Even among women owning mobile phones, 1.2 billion women in low and mid-income countries has no access to the internet. The second one, the social divide. Internet access creates relationship and social circle among people with shared interests. Social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook create online peer groups based on similar interests. More than ever, internet usage has influenced social stratification, which is evident in societies among those that are connected to the internet and those that are not. Non-connected groups are sidelined since they don't share in the internet benefit of the connected groups. The third one, universal access divide. Individuals living with physical disabilities are often disadvantaged when it comes to accessing the internet. They may have the necessary skills but cannot exploit the available hardware and software. Some parts of the world will remain segregated from the internet and its vast potential due to lack of digital literacy skill, low education level, and inadequate broadband infrastructure. That's it from me. Thank you.
What causes of the digital divide? The access to the digital and ICT technology is a prerogative that is linked to the geographical and geopolitical factors, but also to the age and gender, the earnings, and the level of education. Some recent studies have highlighted the fact that the higher is the income and the degree of the education of the individuals, the better is the access level of the internet. Similarly, it has been proved that those people who live in the well-developed urban centers can count on a better technology access than the individuals living in the rural areas. Furthermore, it has been found that there is a link between the gender gap and the digital divide. However, even though the digital population are still considered as male-oriented, there seems to be no real gender gap in terms of the opportunities to access the digital technology. In fact, considering equal income and educational levels, women seem to have a better attitude than men to take advantage of both the educational and work-related opportunities that are sourced from the ICT.
How should we reduce the digital divide? This expression of digital divide is often replaced by terms such as digital accessibility, digital skills, or media literacy. Indeed, in this modern day, the digital divide is not only considered as the digital gap that related to the lack of accessibility to ICT technology or skill, but also the phenomenon linked to mobile connectivity, which exploited almost 95% of the global population. Truthfully, there are many other factors that should be considered, such as speed, bandwidth, individual digital skills, network and activities, and many others more. By replacing the concept of digital divide with that of digital inclusion is useful to understand the digital inclusion refers to all those activities that ensure the accessibility and the use of ICT technologies in this world. Particularly, the most important activities related to an affordable and good bandwidth internet service at any area or in the village or in the city. The next one is the devices with internet access to meet everyone's needs. The third one is educational pathways to use the internet and other digital technologies such as smartphone, laptop, and so on. The fourth one is quality technical support, such as have a program for teach everyone to how use the technologies nowadays. And the last one is applications and digital environments that make the user sufficient as well as an active participant.